Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Cowdino Arcade to VGT number next. Yeah, that's right. We're up there, dude. Today's VGT is going to be hit or miss because I have an idea, and whenever I've had an idea, it either turns out all right or just doesn't turn out anything. But yeah, today I'm going to talk about how I do too much. Weird flex. No, but it's really unhealthy. And I'm really overwhelmed and mentally taxed, and tomorrow I'm taking a break day. So tomorrow I've told myself that I'm doing nothing. My to-doist is empty. If I feel obligated to do something, I just don't have to do it. You know, if I feel toward the end of the day like I want to sit down and work on my Agile React code, I sit down and work on my Agile React. If I want to edit that episode of Seasons After Fall, I edit it. If I don't, I don't. If I want to watch so much random YouTube and TV that I tire myself out of it and make myself sick, great. I want to finish a book, great. The only thing I can't do is sleep in. That's the one thing is I gotta wake up and stay up. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Life is a careful balance. I think I spoke about how can we devote ourselves fully to one thing a while ago on the VGT, maybe not a while ago, a few weeks ago, feels like forever ago. And this sort of ties in, but I recorded the last part of this week's devlog this morning, and so this is kind of an extension of that, and I just wanted to talk about more about it. Pretty much in the devlog I was saying how I was contemplating putting Seashell on the back burner, or putting on pause for a little bit, just because I need to reevaluate my schedule. I've wanted to be done with things by 8 p.m. every night, so I can do whatever after that, but it just hasn't been happening for probably a few reasons. Excuse me. And the last couple of days I've been waking up late, sleeping in, and I just don't like it. I just don't like sleeping in. It's just overtired, and then I start the day late, and then everything is off to, everything just, you know, doesn't go. I think it's because I'm doing too much. So I'm just not someone who can do one thing. And I don't ever want to do one thing. I don't ever want to give up something for one thing. And it's difficult, but I have to at least do not as many things. So one thing I told myself that I would do either at the end of Saturday or at the start of Sunday, excuse me, is knock something off my schedule. Yeah, frick, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So anyway, today I kind of started it because I was thinking about something, and I wrote down what I consider to be my priorities. The things that I considered to take a quote considerable end quote a chunk of time out of my week. Now, and that are quote unquote productive, and that's my definition of productive. So for example, if I watch TV that's not a priority, right, that's not a commitment I've made, it's not productive, in my opinion. It can be, but you know, I'm past the point where it is. Some of these priorities include, but are not limited to, the lifestyle channel. That's up there. I really want to keep making those videos. And school, obviously up there. Can't quite get rid of that. I mean, technically I could. It would free up a lot of time, but I don't want to. So close to being done, and I do enjoy that. My classes and making connections with people. Another one is tutoring. That's one that's been kind of iffy, simply because it runs in late into the night. And when I tell myself I want to be done by 8 p.m., it kind of sucks that I'm working. But at the same time, I get paid for it. So, and it is fun. I do enjoy teaching people, and it's just a good way to end the day. As long as I don't schedule things for after that, it's fine. Again, can't step away from that one. Another priority is sleeping. I prioritize my sleep, try to get about 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, although I've been getting more than that recently. It's been throwing me off. Another one. Now, quick note, there are 18 priorities on this list. And you can see how they might take a considerable chunk of time. Now I have Cowdino Arcade on the list. I would say that takes, what, let's see, a VGT is about 15, 20 minutes long. It takes about 5 minutes to edit it. I just sometimes small notes, sometimes not. Upload, so maybe like half an hour for a VGT. Seasons After Fall might, you know, let's say Cowdino takes me an hour out of the week. That's, you know, that's one of my priorities. Now, art improvement is also one of my priorities, but I have spent 0 hours this week, or most weeks this month. I have done barely any Russian or Japanese or Danish. Now I have to choose one of those, you know. There's a, you know, some of these priorities are things that I've considered priorities, right? But I haven't gotten to them because every time I see an art block, I move it off, or something like that because Okay, frozen. There it is. Because something else comes in and says, hey, I am pretty high priority, I need to get done. Now I'm just gonna start with school, right? So this is a process I'm gonna go with further on myself, because obviously there are some personal things on here and it's the internet. But my first priority is, you know, school, technically. There's really nothing else that should go over that. You know, there's a lot to say about university and how it shouldn't really be the main track for people, but I'm doing fairly well in school. My classes aren't even that bad this semester. Grammatical analysis I've been really enjoying. For those of you who know me at least somewhat, I really enjoy linguistics. First language acquisition. There are no exams or anything, and the assignments are like not easy, but like they're intriguing enough that it doesn't really feel like I have to study that hard. You know, watch the lectures, read the readings, and I'm good. Grammatical analysis is sort of similar, but I review the pieces with some other classmates, which is great because I feel like I actually have a social life this semester. And then I have my core expressive cultures class in performance, which is writing papers. That's kind of been an interesting experience because I procrastinated the last paper literally to the last minute, and I did not like that. So trying not to do that with the next one. Plus I get to write about the subjectivity of justice for the next one. So I mean, why procrastinate that? That sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't. And then agile, which is taking a lot of time and stress. Now I say it's taking a lot of time, but that's only because I'll say I want to work on it for an hour and a half on Wednesday and then don't do that. And then I work on it for 2 hours on Thursday, and it's in my head like I've already done this for an hour and a half, but in reality, it just hasn't taken that much time. But it's a group-based class, so there's a lot to do. There's just a lot to do for it in general. Don't want to let people down. Don't want to let myself down. Been stressed. But yeah, that's school. And, you know, that's my primary commitment along with the academic internship I'm doing. There's tutoring. And I kind of mentioned these in a time block video, but I can't get rid of those things. I can, but it's a lot more difficult to A, unenroll from school, B, tell people why I'm not, like, you know, there's nothing else on this list is worth dropping out of school for, is the easy way to put this. So yeah, and then there's just have myself on the list. I can't really knock that off. Which is more or less what all this is about. I was not even looking at the screen. I know lifestyle videos is on there, but you know, something that occurred to me while I was editing the devlog was because I was, you know, cutting all my ums and just silences out. Something that occurred to me was sometimes it's not about what I'm doing, but about what I'm letting go of. You know, on this priority list, right, I mentioned I have art improvement. Well, yeah, but I haven't done any art improvement for a while. I think I sketched last week for like 10 minutes. Worked on some figure drawing. It's a lot easier to say, I can work on it, I'll work on it, than just put it off for now. And so I've kind of taken on all these things, and it's like, what is it like, Mark? It's like, I now have to let go of some of them, and that's really difficult for me to do just because of who I am. You know, some people would be full-time internship and tutoring and be like, damn, that's it for me, dog, I can't do any more than that. But I really enjoy, you know, I've been making videos literally since middle school. Literally, I was gonna follow that up with something else, but middle school sounds better. Since middle school, and it feels like something I can just do. Sometimes I dread it and I procrastinate it, as I did with one of my productivity videos, which didn't go up yet. But the thought comes up. The thought comes up that says, dude, drop seashell. Dude, just stop making videos for like 2 months until your semester's over. Stop. I don't know, what's another thing on this list? Videos and seashell are like the main thing. But the thought comes up of, man, if I just didn't make videos, I'd have a lot more time on my hands. If I wasn't working on seashell, I'd have a lot less things to stress about. Now the problem with seashell, so Now there's the thought that comes up with both of these things, and especially with videos, is like, I imagine not doing it for a week or so, and I don't do it enough that like, like not doing them for a week is a break. Like I've straight up not done video work this entire week. Actually, that's a lie. I filmed and wrote, but you know, I haven't edited. Okay, never mind. But I think of going a week or two. Like what I was trying to say is that like people who do these things for, you know, for full time, you know, should get a vacation week. But I don't necessarily think I need a vacation from one thing specifically. You know, spring break would have been nice, but yeah, you know, we're gonna move on. I think about not making videos I think about not uploading my devlog. I think about not working on Seashell, and I feel bad, dude. It kind of sucks. It just, I know that if I stopped making videos, I would feel like I gave up. I'd look at, you know, an Ali Abdal video or see a Ludwig upload and be reminded of the feelings that I had, like, oh, I want to be big, right? Or I want to make content that reaches a lot of people. And, oh, he got some. Close my door right here. The pulley system in my room. Yeah, I'm a nerd. That's fine. You know, I want to move out eventually. Hopefully next semester. Well, that's for another time though. And I'm gonna be reminded, you know, seeing these videos of, frick, I can do that. I do that right now. And the one thing I can do right now, I can't buy my way into anything, or, you know, I don't really know what to say, but the only thing I can do to grow is be consistent. That's it. I don't have to put in so much time that I make 3 or 4 videos a week. I just have to be consistent. And right now I make 2 videos a week, and that is fine. But, you know, drop Seashell and that becomes 1 video a week. Sure, devlogs take up like most of my Fridays at this point, but it's just tough to imagine without it, man. It really is. And then, you know, Seashell's a little different though. You know, you know, making videos every week has been such a staple of my routine lately that it's like, I can't imagine not doing it. I just, you know, for Cowdino today, right? I was just not doing anything, and I said, you know what? I'm going to record seasons after fall. And I did. I recorded a 25-minute episode, and it was not that bad. I don't think it was that bad. Check it out. Might be up Monday if I'm feeling it. But Cowdino videos, no stress. None at all. No work needs to be done for them, pretty much. I just record me talking and playing a game, and it's fantastic. And that got me going for the rest of the day. You know what? Maybe I'll record a video every morning. Actually, you know what? That's not a horrible idea. I'm gonna write that down. Rick, CA vid each morning, because there's that feeling of, oh, I want to do Seashell development this morning, but I don't have the incentive. I just bleh. Took me a while to get to agile development. I did eventually, and you know, did it for like 2 hours today, and it was great because I got stuff done. It was fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. Coding in React is quite nice. It's not that difficult. Then again, I don't know what I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I was saying, so dropping Seashell. The thing for Agile is like, it's an app, it's a web app, so it's like another project that I might already do on my own, so it feels especially weird because doing that and Seashell at the same time, they're the same, they follow the same methodology, and when I schedule in work for Agile, it's like I'm scheduling in work for a project, which is exactly what Seashell is, and so it's really strange because, you know, for my classes, it's reading, it's first language acquisition reading, grammatical PSET, part 1, ECP paper, write for an hour. But for Agile, it's Agile development. And it's a group-based project, so it's great. My group's pretty dope. You know, we just trust the system, Scrum system, and we go with it. But yeah, so I think the only thing I could really drop, the big thing I could drop would be Seashell, but at the same time, like, dude, I just want to make a game. I don't want to drop Seashell. So I think the first thing I need to do is just get my wake up back on track, because that's when you fail that, when you get back to sleep in the morning, when you wake up at 7:15, even though if you slept for 8 hours, and you set an alarm for 30 minutes from now, and you go back to bed, that's already sets a horrible pace for the rest of the day. Yeah. I mean, typing's on here. Typing is fun. I'll do typing tests randomly. I think I'm going to remove it as a task. It shows up on my to-do list every other day. I pretty much type every day, but yeah, it's just for fun. And you know what? That's one I can knock right now. Boom. Maybe I'll make another typing video. Who knows? But yeah, I just needed to vent. And I'm probably going to make a private VGT. Done it before. We'll do it again. For the actual process. And maybe one day the world will see it. But I don't want 18 priorities. I want like 5. And it's so difficult to say those right off the bat. I think I need to break down the hours that each take in the week, and you know, what can I just put Seashell on pause and make art improvement, you know, somehow a part of Seashell. I guess I could, but yeah, don't do too much. And if you do, A, take breaks, and B, evaluate your priorities. I think it's important to do a lot of different things, but you can't work yourself into the ground. I've done that a few times. I've done that already now, and I am already feeling a bit refreshed, and I think tomorrow is going to be exactly what I need. No task on my to-do list. If I want to do Agile, I'll probably end up doing some Agile development. Probably get stressed about it, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about how I do too much and how it's to my detriment. Because I dream, right? So I don't really look forward to the weekends. I just look forward to a time without class these days. It's kind of like, all right, cool. The week's starting. It's Monday. I've got classes. Love it. And then by the week, you know, I still get to work on my game today if I want. I get to make videos. I work on the videos on Mondays and Thursdays in theory. Need to be more disciplined about that, but, and then the weekend comes around and it's, you know, it's not classes. I do schoolwork still, of course, but I get to work on other stuff, other things. And I don't have to worry about the specific timing of classes, and it's great. And I love this ability to not feel like, oh, it's Monday. Mondays and Fridays, they're the same to me. The only difference is that I have class on Monday. And I think that's a really novel idea, actually. I've never really thought about that. I'm really happy that, I think I'm really lucky, honestly, that I can be in that position. And I don't want there to be a part of my day that's consistently feels like I'm obligated to do something. Because at any moment you should be able to really say, ugh, that's a lie. Nah, that's a long story. Or a long thought, I should say. I'm not going to go into. But yeah, maybe that's the core of this all. I've been able to be like, all right, Monday, cool. I have class and this, and this, cool. Oh, it's Friday. Okay, I have devlog, this, and this, cool. Dude, the fact I've kept up with the weekly devlogs blows my mind. Anyway, yeah, so I'm taking Saturday off. Maybe that's the core of it all. I started waking up and feeling like, ugh, I have to do things today. And I just don't want to feel like that because I'm doing things that I really enjoy doing, dude. I'm very, very fortunate in very many ways. In many ways. Yeah, so thanks for watching this episode of VGT. It wasn't ink because I started thinking about the levels and was getting too wrapped up in it. Maybe next time. But for now, tried and true Alto. Maybe we'll finish Abzu too. Have a good one. And as always, don't forget to stay awesome. And of course, frick, what's my outro again? Oh yeah. Thanks again so much for watching. Have a good one. And as always, don't forget to stay awesome. See you next week.